The Escambia County School Board today came to a long-awaited decision on Warrington Middle School's future, but a contract is not yet finalized.
The school board agreed to move forward with plans to let Charter Schools USA take over Warrington Middle. Tanner Stewart joins us. He's just outside Warrington Middle to explain what the charter company has to do now. Tanner?
Steps, Charter USA has to agree to these terms, and there's no set deadline on that like the school board had with this May 1st deadline. Now, if Charter Schools USA decides not to go forward with the agreement, the decision will then go to the Department of Education. And as I was told by board members today, whether or not Warrington Middle closes down is still up in the air.
We are adjourned. It goes now to them to decide whether they're going to accept it and sign or whether they're not. And at this point, it's 50-50.
A 3-2 vote on the agreement to hand over Warrington Middle School to Charter Schools USA was approved. Whether the company, though, will take over starting in the fall is still uncertain. Recent changes by the school board to the latest agreement could be the deciding factor. Here's what the first 7 years of the takeover will look like. While the lease agreement is for up to 30 years, Charter Schools USA will have to improve the school grade to at least a C to remain open. A C or better within the first 3 years gives the company the automatic renewal that lasts through 2053. Board Chair Paul Fetzko was one of the 2 votes against the agreement.
We really don't know what type of academic program is going to be provided. I know they talked about a career-focused emphasis in what they're going to do, but we've not been presented with any information that describes that, even in general terms.
Ultimately, Fetzko says the choices were limited, but the board will continue prepping for the worst case, shutting down the school.
We don't know whether Renaissance Charter Schools USA will indeed go forward with this or whether they'll pull out. If they pull out, then it will go to DOE to decide what they want to do. They have options. We don't.
District 3 board member David Williams strongly opposes the agreement. Out of concern, the school district will be indebted to the charter company for years to come.
I'm going to have a hard time voting for this agreement. There's too many ifs, ands, or buts about it. I would rather we close it and start a magnet school, a K through 8, in a year or 2.
I don't know if Charter USA is even going to take this, what we got here. They may not.
Former board chair Kevin Adams voted in favor, but remains weary of which direction the charter company will go and the decisions they'll make.
This is supposed to be done to help the 6th, 7th, and 8th graders that are zoned to that school. We have a perfect record of magnet schools. They're all A's. We do not need a charter company to do a magnet school. We can do it ourselves. This is to help those children with those unique risks that they have.
Superintendent Dr. Tim Smith says he has a hunch which direction the charter company will go, but didn't reveal it, telling me the next step is to wait for their response.
We're excited about the potential of having the charter school come in and bring their resources and their strategies, their instructional strategies and the environment that they'll create. We're hoping we can sustain education in the Warrington community at the middle school level.
Charter Schools USA board members anticipate will respond to this agreement quickly. Could be tonight, it could be within a few days, could be a few weeks. Paul Fetzko says he doesn't think it will take that long. If they decide not to sign the agreement and the Department of Education moves forward with closing the school, Paul Fetzko says they'll address that at their next May workshop in terms of rezoning those students and where they'll go. Stay tuned for the very latest here on WEAR. Reporting live just outside of Warrington Middle tonight, I'm Tanner Stewart.
Now, if Charter Schools USA agrees to the terms, Warrington Middle School would become their 60th charter school. They now have schools in 15 counties in Florida. None are in Northwest Florida yet. The company says its schools meet or exceed state requirements for all English language metrics, math learning gains, social studies, and middle school acceleration.
If you have concerns about your child's education or what's happening in their classroom, you can call us at area 850-332-4616 or email schoolcrisis3@gmail.com.